Thanks to Yahoo Mail for sponsoring a portion of this video.
I am gonna be real honest. I am not looking forward to it, and it was my idea to do it.
I think we're gonna fail.
Oh, of course we are.
Is this good? Is this a good thing to do? Will this make the world better?
Let's talk about the jar. That a lot of people are showing everyone that is all the waste they generated in a year or 2 or 3 or 4. I mean, I could do that. It just depends on the size of the jar. I kid. The truth is, these people are using less waste, and that's a good thing. Less waste is less waste. However, I think the jar is kind of bullshit. I know. But it's not just me saying it. The people who actually post the jars are saying it as well.
I will explain all the problems about the jar, but first, this portion of the video is sponsored by Yahoo Mail. Allow me to haircut in, see what I did, and tell you about Yahoo Mail. It's not just an organized inbox. It amplifies the things that matter to you so you can stop being such a schlubby. It helps you find stuff you need when you need it. Like Gabriel Brown's quote for repairs, I need to get that thing fixed. And you don't need no new Yahoo Mail email address. You can connect and manage all of them right there in the Yahoo Mail app. It's like the Chinese food buffet of email. But no water chestnuts. I don't want any water chestnuts in this metaphor. It helps you store files like Reese Jerez's saffron chicken recipe. Yum, yum, I need that in my mouth right Thursday. Ooh, it needs broccoli. Luckily, the app helps me find deals like $2 off broccoli by Thursday. I'm gonna use the money I saved to fly from San Jose to New York and be on time. And perhaps one of the best things about the app, it puts all of your subscriptions on one screen. Unsubscribe with a simple tap. I hate OX Outfitters. Bath shop schmath schmop. Talk about zero waste, which I will at length when this is done. Actually, it's done right now. You can download the Yahoo Mail app right now. Thanks to Yahoo Mail for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now, back to zero waste. Ooh. Where were we? Let's talk about what the jar actually represents. Hair growth.
The trash in the jar represents all the stuff that they didn't recycle or compost. It doesn't represent, let's make a list, the waste from our flawed recycling program. They recycle a bunch of stuff, but who knows if it actually gets recycled. Apparently a large percentage doesn't get recycled. We used to send a lot of our recycling to China. China doesn't take it anymore, and neither does my wife, China. So what are we doing with it now? I don't know. And also, recycling takes a lot of energy. It would be better to not use it in the first place. Now, I'm sure a lot of zero wasters are taking steps to reduce their recycling as much as possible, but I bet they still throw away a lot of plastic. 2, what they call upstream waste, all the packaging and waste generated to get the things you buy, even if those things are unpackaged when you get them, like fruit at a grocery store. How does that get to the grocery store? It was packaged and probably rode in several vehicles to get there.
Which is why you should try to buy local. The best option is probably farmers markets. Go to farmers markets if you can.
A lot of the waste that we generate is unseen. 3, the exceptions made. Inevitably, everyone is making exceptions that they are not showing you with the jar. I have read many of them admitting to it. And here's some of the things they admitted to. Unrequested plastic utensils, grocery bags, receipts, gifts, something big that they need dies like a laptop or a water heater, condoms, medicine, especially when your baby gets sick and you don't want them to suffer for a stupid zero waste YouTube video, so you buy a bunch of stuff anyway like we did. I'm not saying that we did. Yeah, I did just say that we did. And finally, probably a lot of other stuff that I'm not thinking of right now. Life happens. Humans need certain things. And you make exceptions. Other problems with the jar? 1, it's more intimidating than it needs to be. It makes you think that that's what you have to do to achieve anything at all, so why try? The image itself is good branding and a good way to let everyone know about the whole idea of zero waste. But people can cut back on waste without having to go full jar. 2, it's for the privileged.
We're able to do this because of where we live.
There's co-ops with bulk bins, oils and vinegars and dish soap, laundry detergent. In a lot of places, if you don't buy the thing in the wasteful packaging, then you don't have that thing at all.
Not only to have access where you live,
but to be able to afford to buy them instead of the conventional product. A lot of times they are more expensive. Putting the responsibility fully on a consumer's shoulders who may not have another choice, it's not fair and it's dangerous thinking.
One more thing, the jar makes it seem like zero waste is only about what an individual can do to reduce their waste, when that's not even the whole story about zero waste. I did a little research and I found a definition from the Zero Waste International Alliance that is, nope, I'm gonna have someone with more authority define it. My parents.
Zero waste.
Yes, kitten.
I'm defining zero waste, dingus.
Anywho.
Zero waste. The conservation of all resources by means of responsible production.
You know it.
Consumption.
Booyah.
Reuse.
Noise.
And recovery.
What she said.
Of all products.
Booyah.
Packaging and materials.
Sure.
Without burning them.
Sure.
And without discharges to land, water, or air.
Just did that 5 minutes ago.
That threaten the environment or human health.
You may not want to use the bathroom for a while. Up top. Makes sense.
The key part of this definition, though, is actually I'll cut out my dad so we can get it all in one chunk.
Responsible production, consumption, reuse, and recovery.
Nice.
Responsible production is included.
Booyah!
The goal is to account for the entire life cycle of everything we use, not just what we do with it when we're done. That's a hard thing to change because it's out of an individual's control. We can make our voices heard by the things we choose to buy, but it's also going to require advocacy, organization, government action, shouting really loudly in the street.
Hey, stop being wasteful!
In the meantime, reducing your own waste is less waste, even though it's not going to solve all our problems. I feel like now I can answer that question.
Is this good? Is this a good thing to do?
And the answer is a solid probably. So, here's what we tried to do to go zero waste.
Refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and rot.
And then regret when we fail.
That's a really good addition.
How are we gonna do all these things? Well, first, we gotta refuse.
I am used to being able to go and buy certain foods and snacks at the store, and a lot of those are gonna be entirely off the table now.
We'll just have to buy
Fruits and vegetables,
Yeah.
bulk grains, local
Yeah.
bread and eggs and things.
As far as reusing, one important thing to mention.
I'm gonna have to go find a place where I can fill a growler of beer if I wanna have beer. When we go out to eat, we're gonna have to take our own containers if we wanna take stuff back home with us.
Coffee. If we don't have a reusable container, then we can't get it.
So reusey.
As far as recycling, we're just gonna have to recycle what we have and hope that it gets recycled. One thing I learned while doing this that I didn't realize before, plastic bags are actually recyclable, but you're not supposed to put them in your bin, so I was very confused. And I also see those bins that you can put them in front of department stores, but why can they recycle them and you can't in your bin? I didn't understand. The reason is they're so flimsy that they gum up recycling machines, so they have to have a whole separate stream. And apparently, stores like Walmart or Target will recycle them. I don't know for sure though. I also found bins at the library from a company called Terra Cycle, which recycles a lot of things you're not supposed to recycle at home. As far as rot,
We can compost all of our, leftover food waste.
so we signed up for compost and let the sloppy, stinky times roll. Speaking of stinky,
We're gonna switch to cloth diapers.
We're gonna switch back to cloth
Back to
diapers.
cloth diapers.
Tried cloth diapers twice before.
We were worried early on that it was uncomfortable for Ada when we were doing them the first time. There's a mermaid.
They're really cute. This one has dragons on it. We have decided that we are gonna still use one disposable diaper a day, a blessed overnight diaper. Cloth diapers don't hold as much liquid. Our kid sleeps through the night, and I am not putting that in jeopardy for any reason. Maybe she'll potty train this month. That'd be cool.
Maybe I'll potty train this month.
Oh God, I hope so.
Yeah.
I didn't. Now I'm gonna add a sixth R to our 5 Rs. Refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, rot. And that is, reach out! Reach out!
Contact the people who could implement a better system.
At our grocery store, they have the machines to grind your own fresh peanut butter and almond butter, but the machines aren't operational. One of my goals this month is to get them to get those back up and running because it tastes better, less packaging, especially if you're allowed to bring your own container and fill it. And there's a project called the Buy Nothing Project. Facebook groups that are hyper local. It's a small swath of your city that's your neighborhood and your neighbors give away different household items or give away services, all for free. Right now we don't have access to one and I want to start one.
Maybe we'll make friends for once.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, friends are wasteful, really. Like we don't want to be wasteful.
Yeah.
Okay, our rules and goals were set, and we were off.
High five.
Good work.
Not yet.
Good work.
Not yet.
Go.
Let's check in a few days later to see how we were doing early on.
We are on day 22.
Okay, so we didn't check in early on. Doesn't matter.
Also, we got step tracking watches for that 10K steps a day video that I did.
And it arrived in packaging, but we needed it in this stupid modern world. Dang it, dang it, dang it.
We are now part of the compost program and we are filling up a bucket all the time.
This may be the most significant reducer of our trash load. Trash load, my nickname in high school. If you want to reduce your waste, look into how to compost or find a service that will pick it up for you. Another way we reduced waste is simply because we live near an awesome co-op that allowed us to bring in our own containers and fill them with stuff, including chocolate.
No packaging. When I eat them, they're packaged in a smile. We had plastic soap dispensers. We got unpackaged soap.
Local bars of soap. And they smell really good.
Plop that on a wooden stand.
We found a brand of milk at the co-op, glass bottles, and you pay a bottle deposit and then you take it home, and then when you empty it out, you bring it back and they clean it and refill it.
Co-op also allowed us to refill spices, soap for things other than our hands, but we also use vinegar, and house cleaning is a whole big thing that requires another video. But also eggs, and of course,
Peanut butter ground from peanuts. Delicious.
this isn't the store that China was talking about earlier to get a working peanut butter machine. That store is closer to us, and we want to make that happen.
So I did email the store, and they're looking into getting those up and running. So maybe we'll be able to get that closer to home too.
Other things we're doing is, of course, using our own grocery bags, which we were already doing, filling up water in water bottles instead of buying water bottles. And here's something I didn't know about. Beeswax wrap instead of using something like saran wrap to wrap up your food and keep it fresh in your refrigerator. And then you just wash it and reuse it. Amazing. And you know what? Most of this stuff was not that hard, but it wasn't all roses and butterflies and bees. Wax.
I feel like we are eating less of a well-balanced diet. I really miss bagged baby carrots. So bad. I have to buy a bunch of carrots, and then I have to peel them, and I have to cut them because they're always like thick and round, and toddlers can't have them. If I could, on those harder nights, reach for the bag of baby carrots or the bag of pre-cut cauliflower or whatever, like sometimes it is the difference between having a fresh vegetable and not. I haven't been able to buy bread, and I miss bread.
We could make our own bread. I'll try to make bread.
Okay, there's actually a bag of bread flour that needs to get used up.
And I totally did it. I made bread. At some point. In the future. Probably. We could also find a bakery that could maybe give us bread without any packaging, but we just haven't gotten around to that yet.
Ada did not take well to the cloth diapers.
No, she was really rashy, so we just bought a more eco-friendly disposable diaper and switched to those.
And then there was the toothpaste situation.
I think that this was our fault.
Yes, it was. We found this company that makes these little pellets in glass jars. You chew them and then you brush. We actually bought them a long time before this month, and they kind of got moldy.
Having them stored in the bathroom where the humidity is going up and down, up and down.
And we should have used them sooner. Totally our fault. That said,
I liked them.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked them too. We should get them again. But in the meantime, we got a little plastic jar, more easily recyclable than a tube of toothpaste.
It's a powder. It's a tooth powder.
Okay, I'll try not to breathe it in. Also thinking about making my own.
again, I totally did it. Didn't do it. Yet. And then there was the issue of tissue. I am not gonna carry around a handkerchief. That's just kind of gross, especially if I had to use it for my baby as well. That's not, no. And also, we discussed toilet paper and came up with the ultimate solution.
What about a bidet?
Well, we could get a bidet.
Bidet!
Bidet!
Bidet! We didn't get a bidet yet. I love bidets though. The bidet will be mine. Oh yes. In the meantime, we bought some eco-friendly toilet paper from the co-op, but it turned out to be really thin, and so then we ordered some online, which was much better, but it came in packaging. We gotta get a bidet. So that was our month, and here's the jar of all the stickers and things that were on the unpackaged stuff that we bought, but we know that that's not the whole story. I will say though, that our trash bin was significantly reduced. The dumpster was not even half full on garbage day, and most of that garbage was diapers and tissue. Going forward, how will our lives have changed?
Well, we're definitely going to keep composting. The soap situation and the diaper situation, I think we should keep doing.
A bag of baby carrots. That is going to come back into our life. Bread from time to time.
I mean, I'm going to start making it every day, so we're going to have a lot of bread. We're going to have too much.
Oh my God.
Nope, haven't done that yet. As for China's goals,
Getting the peanut butter grinder. I reached out through the website. Thought maybe going the corporate route would work, but it hasn't so far. My next step is just gonna have to be calling the store directly or maybe stopping in at the customer service desk. The Buy Nothing group, it's a lot more involved. A week-long training and a lot of reading material. I'm just gonna have to wait until I can commit to it.
So the status of your goals?
Massive fail.
Oh, come on. Pending with a frowny face.
Like that.
But I'm hopeful.
I'm hopeful.
So pending with a / mouth face.
Just take my mouth and turn it sideways.
Okay. Maybe you've inspired others watching to start their own groups and contact their own stores about things.
Maybe. So...
Okay. So let's jump ahead, specifically to
Day 73.
and see where we're at now.
I think we were already pretty good before we started this. Grocery bags, refilling water bottles, new things that I think we're still gonna do.
Oh, I love the beeswax wrap. The milk in the glass jugs, that's a super easy one.
We are talking very strongly now about meal planning. Chop up vegetables ahead of time and just have them ready to go. Maybe look out for a meal planning video.
That's gonna be quite an adventure.
Also still using other new stuff like the soap, toilet paper, toothpaste, diapers. Do not confuse those things with each other. Facebook group and peanut butter machine are still pending. Now then, what do we think about the zero waste movement in general?
I think things like zero waste are good at raising awareness.
And showing manufacturers that there is a desire for products packaged more sustainably. Yes.
It's obviously not enough. The way I work, I like doing extremes to learn. Trying my best to go zero waste for a month helped me discover things, like the beeswax wrap. Plastic bags actually can be recycled. The existence of the company Terra Cycle that's trying to recycle everything. It might be too hard to continue to do forever for a lot of people. I would say if you're gonna do it to learn.
Doesn't have to be all or nothing.
Doesn't have to be all or nothing. I like to do all for a little while. And then
All then nothing.
then nothing. Yeah, that's not true.
Thank you for watching. My previous video is about walking 10,000 steps a day. YouTube thinks you'll like this video. I have a Patreon where I do a daily vlog every single weekday, and you can click there to subscribe. Apologies for all the garbage content.
Booyah!